I saw on X someone who posted, they posted a meme in regards to Charlie Kirk's assassination. And the meme, well, it was based on something that Charlie Kirk himself had said. To paraphrase him, not terribly long ago, he said, gun violence in the United States is, it's necessary in order to protect our Second Amendment rights, which protects all of our other rights. And again, that's a paraphrase. It's not a strict quote. The bottom line is, the idea is that Americans should be willing to accept that with the Second Amendment protecting people's rights to possess arms, that there is going to be some violence, there are going to be some deaths, and that's just going to be life as we know it. A person tweeted, and I'll post the meme when I release this video. It says, I don't support what happened to Charlie Kirk. Charlie supported what happened to Charlie. The idea there being, live by the sword, die by the sword. Now again, and we will say this a lot, there is no justification for violence. None. There is no justification for this kind of horrific act. Zero. I completely get the lack of empathy there is out there for this character, because my suspicion is this: what we saw in his podcasts and in his quote unquote debates, this wasn't who he really was. I'm really hopeful, right? I'm really hopeful that this wasn't who he really was. My guess is his family saw a completely different person. My guess is his friends saw and knew a completely different person. My guess is that person he offered to the public, to the public discourse, was not the same Charlie that they knew. Maybe the Charlie Kirk that we knew was not the Charlie that they knew and loved. But I do understand how complex it would be to have empathy for him. His family, not at all. Many people can have empathy for his family and for his friends and for all those who are mourning this loss. We go through gun violence. There's a lot of gun violence in the world. It's not difficult. It's not difficult to empathize with those who are left behind. That it's not difficult for us to empathize with the victims of gun violence. But when you have a person basically who said, a certain number of that we should be willing to accept deaths due to gun violence in order to protect our rights to guns, and a person who was on the record of saying empathy is awful, empathy sucks. Again, I'm paraphrasing, but a person who publicly declared that empathy was a public evil, a public nuisance. Where do we go? I am obviously not saying, well, live by the sword, die by the sword. No, that's not how grace works. That's not how God's grace works, and therefore it's not the grace that we should be sharing into the world. I'm not going to say, well, live by the sword, die by the sword. If you say that there should be a number, if you say it's okay for there to be gun deaths, then therefore you should be willing to give your life due to... No. No, actually, my preference would be all of us be spared from the consequences of our actions and our words. I mean that. All of us. One of my prayers just about every day is, Lord, protect me from the things that I've done wrong. Protect me from the moments that I've missed the mark. Protect me from my mistakes. Protect me from my ignorance. Protect me from what I've done, from what I've said. Please protect me, Lord. Show me that level of grace. Show me that level of grace. Live by the sword, die by the sword. No. No, 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 no. Never let it be so. It's just because someone hurts you doesn't mean they deserve to be hurt. Just because someone says awful things doesn't mean they deserve to have awful things said about them. Just because someone says something stupid, like, oh, well, we should just be okay with gun violence in order to protect our rights to guns, doesn't mean they deserve to be the victim of gun violence. When we say, oh, well, they lived by the sword, they die by the sword, it's not supposed to be our way. We do not repay evil with evil. We do not repay viciousness with viciousness, cruelty with cruelty. No matter how sick and tired we are of cruelty and viciousness, that's not us. It's not us. We're people of the cross. We're people of the cross. We are people of mystery. Right? You think about the cross. We're celebrating Holy Cross this week in church. And so I was reading about what does Holy Cross Day even mean? Well, what it comes down to is the cross is the ultimate symbol. In Jesus' day, the cross was the ultimate symbol of shame. And in his death, he makes it the ultimate symbol of life. The ultimate symbol of redemption. The ultimate symbol of God's love, God's grace. We are supposed to be those people. We are supposed to be the kind of people who understand that there are consequences for our actions. But we will never be the ones to gloat. We will never be the ones to praise. We will never be the ones to rejoice when those consequences come about. We will never be the ones to condemn, to make those consequences come about. We are people of grace. We are people of justice. We are people of mercy. We are people of love. Amen.